Hi guys, this is Njeri. Welcome to the Love and Life show, where we discuss music, literature, love and life. Hi guys, welcome back to the Love and Life podcast. This has taken so much emotional turmoil recording this audio, yeah? And I just wanted to start a series where we have intimate conversations about how we're feeling, what's going on in our minds, and I especially feel like during this quarantine period, we have been forced to spend a lot of time with ourselves. During times that we would otherwise be busy interacting with our work and immersing ourselves in other people's lives and our relationships with others, and as I said before, a whole lot of work, schoolwork, commitments, we never have the time to just be present with ourselves and with our demons. Our demons, man. And unhealed wounds, I think, and even not necessarily negative things, but also like our joys, things we love about ourselves. And contrary to this, contrary to what I've said like 2 seconds ago, also relationships with family members and with unfinished projects and shelved projects and books that we have been meaning to read. So quarantine was a lot of self-reflective, is and continues to be a lot of self-reflective times. And it's opened a lot for me. It's opened my eyes. And so, as I was saying earlier, these are just intimate talks with Njeri, checking up on your emotional welfare, your mental welfare, and just your social welfare in general. Because I've been losing my shit during this period. I really have. And I don't know if this is a channel for me to talk, but essentially when I started the Love and Life podcast, I saw a gap in the world. And one of my favorite quotes says, create the content you wish existed. Yeah. And for so long I've seen such, I hate this word so much. I find it so cringy, but I've seen such toxic, I've seen such, and forgive the sound now that we're in quarantine, my equipment has been limited, but we love this authenticity and rawness of earphone sound, yeah? So what was I saying? I saw a gap and I created what I wish existed, and I saw a lot of toxic relationships and toxic exhibitions and resultant forgive my English guys, of nasty experiences, nasty emotional experiences. And so what I wanted the Love and Life podcast to be is an exploration of raw emotions for my audience. Like, that's what I've always wanted it to be. Like, my vision for it is for you guys to live here diving into a place you never thought you could dive in before, especially in relation to your emotional and mental health. And aside from that, having fun with music and literature and just funny conversations with people that I have failed in doing as often as I wish I could, but zinakam. Ziko kwa jam zinakam, na ziko kwa planning desk na zinakam. So this episode doesn't quite have a direction. It's just basically a true, genuine inquisition on how you guys are doing and an update from my side. And so my question is, how are you guys using this time? DM me on my Instagram, nje.ri and Love and Life podcast. So let me know how you guys are doing. Questions, inspirations, I will try as much as possible to answer them and just talk about how you're doing. I really want to know. So how I have been and how I've been using my time. So for the past month, I think it's been 1 month since quarantine officially started, almost at least a month. It's been a lot of, I think, confusion and restlessness, and using that as an excuse, I think, to not do anything. And I've been talking to my best friend, and I'm telling her how I just want this time to be over so my life can continue. And she was like, Njeri, you're not serious. Okay, it's not, no, you're not serious, but how will you use this time? Like, how will you let life pass you by? You get, how will you let life pass you by waiting for Corona to end? And funny thing is, even I'm taking this as a holiday, and there's nothing intensive I was doing before to require this holiday and this rest. And as a result, I blamed it on this state of lack of creativity with regard to my work and to where I want my career to be with regard to this podcast. And so I blamed it on, I don't have my shit together and it's okay and blah, 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 blah. And it just put me in a state of, and waking up, sleeping at 7 in the morning and waking up at 4. And it just put me in such a state of entitlement, and I have been so angry with myself because of that, because of how I handled things, yeah. And it was so much disgust with who I thought I deserved to be during this time. And everybody around me, especially the people I surrounded myself the most, were doing things with themselves. They were starting up projects, online courses, books, learning, taking the extra mile to learn outside schoolwork, in my case, and you guys know other stories, yeah. And it really put me in an uncomfortable situation and some sort of underlying anger towards them. And this made me jeopardize my relationship with them to some extent. But sometimes, even sometimes you don't want to exhibit that. You don't want to shout your anger towards them. So I think I put myself in a situation where, no, now, Njeri, you need to start doing things. And so I would sleep at maybe 7 latest and wake up at 9, and I'm sleepy as hell the whole day. And I'm a zombie the whole day. But I'm just like, no, I have to prove something to myself. And then at some point it becomes a vicious cycle. I just end up sleeping during the day and then sleepy shas. And then I go back to sleep at 7. And then I'm like, the day has passed. And then these people in my life ask me, Njeri, what did you do today? And I'm like, so me, I just know I'm in my process. And the entitlement comes back in. And so there's a way when you're going through this. I believe, especially for me, because I don't want to talk about this with anyone else, there's some sort of security I find in my productivity. And I posted a post lately that your worth is not defined by your productivity, but somehow for me it's one of my weakness or my strength. And a lot of my self actualization, for lack of a better word, I'm sorry if I've used that word wrong, comes from knowing my shit and planning 8 years ahead or a week before. Even if I don't execute it, there's just some sort of satisfaction and control over my life I get. And it put me in such a sad situation of not knowing my shit, yeah, at least for the past few weeks. And so that has been the craziness in my life. I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm doing my exams this week. And it's just a matter of knowing yourself and forgiving yourself. And it's not even, I think I'm just trying to wind this up araka because I don't want to give you guys one full story. But it's just a lot of taking one day at a time and actually committing to things like working out to feel fit, reading a book daily, doing my online course, because I started an online course when I felt inadequate. And actually I enjoyed it because it's dealing with philosophy, sociology and psychology, and those are things I'm passionate about, yeah. But also I was slacking on that, but when I get into it I get very excited and I go for long hours doing it. And so yeah, what was my point? I'm rambling. It's just a matter of, I know I'm not relating to the point of saying before I started talking about something else, but forgive me, kind of correlates, thanks. It's kind of a matter of taking one day at a time, I think. And it's hard to keep up with the things you promise yourself to do, especially when discipline is not something that has been instilled in you, and procrastination is something you struggle with. But there's pain and lack of comfort in growth. And it's something that I've realized, and it's something that my lovely, oh my God, bless her soul, because my sister has been so patient with my self-entitled depression of I'm not doing anything with my life, I'm a loser. But it's something that she repeats to me so much. But there's uncomfort, like there's lack of comfort and weirdness in in growth. And I feel like it's so easy to succumb to comfort right now during this quarantine period, but let's feel uncomfortable, I guess. Like from my lesson for the past few weeks, let's feel uncomfortable, let's be threatened by people doing productive things and question where we are, and question what we are doing, and self-reflect. I think it's a lot. Like, it's a lot to take in. It's crazy. There's a lot of uncertainty right now, but it's all we have now. You get, what we have now is corona. Sadly, what we have now is uncertainty and restlessness, as I said before, and a lot of rest. And I don't know what I'm saying. Honestly, don't know what I'm saying, but I love that I have this platform, and I love that I have you guys. 1 listener who listens till the end, 8 listeners who listen till 2 minutes. Because I want us to talk. I want us to take care of each other and to check up on each other, and it's the little things. And despite the fact that there's no extreme in this conversation, it's the little things that make you go crazy. You get, it's the moments where you don't feel worthy of rest that makes you crazy and makes you get lost in trying to overachieve and overcompensate in moments where you weren't productive, or it's in that text that sat wrong within you, that pissed you off, So yeah, like these little things, this is my little thing, and I just wanted to share it with you guys and check up on you. I owe you coverage of, I had something beautiful coming up in relation to music, because I have not given you guys any content on music, so stay tuned for that. And as always, let me know what you want to hear from me. A funny thing, this quarantine period has pushed me to explore this podcast alone, and that's something new for me, and it's something I've been wanting to do, but I've been so occupied in presenting you guys with what you want to hear, and I haven't been focused on what I want to put out there. And I think that's where creativity and content creation, I hate the words content creation, where content creation comes from. If you love your content, then you will find people who do. So I want to focus on having intimate conversations with you guys like this, and just exploring ourselves, exploring who do I think I am. Exploring ourselves and our desires and our demons and our DDs, and yeah. So guys, talk to me, let me know, and I love you. I do love you, and I care about you, and let's grow together and talk to each other during this time. And if you want to talk to me, please call me, reach out to me on Instagram, and then if you're not a serial killer, I'll call you and we'll talk and cry together or laugh. Yeah, so take care of yourselves, guys. All my love, and bye. C'est la vie. Okay, no, c'est la vie is its life. Bonjour, por favor. What's bye? Oh my God, what's bye? I need to know what bye is before this ends. Bonjour. No. Au revoir. Bye guys, I love you.